the angels do this to us?
What are you saying? This is awful. John Craig is just death and horror. I thought I'd be safe here, but we've nowhere left to hide.
After years of my pleading, the Angiris Council has finally agreed to send me in search of Malthael. I will not fail in this, as my master's presence is sorely needed in the high heavens. Owing to Malthael's growing fascination with the humans, Tyrael has suggested I begin my search on Sanctuary.
For Kingsford!
My snivelling offspring. If you are reading this, then I am dead, and you have come to claim my fortune. Well, you still can't have it. I have set traps to stop you from even trying. So, enjoy the rest of your poor, miserable, and cowardly lives.
Exceptional. To save my friends. This is all Justinian's fault. Some king he is. King Justinian must have fled the city by now. It's time for the people to rise up!
Don't be a fool. The only chance you have is to all work together.
But this is our chance to get out from under the king's yoke!
used to know someone from here.
Who is that?
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
And what are you doing with the king's private journal?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
I'm so weary. Why did you have to die, brother? I was never meant to be king. The nobles threaten revolt to bend me to their will. They will abandon me if I don't keep the peasants in their place. Oh, my position is hopeless.
Thanks for helping, but this isn't over. The king has failed us all. If you don't believe me, read this. His private journal.
And what are you doing with the king's private journal?
Well, let's just say it's from someone who cares about us common folk.
Your grave awaits!
Here's to unfair fights!
I astound myself. This is too clean for Reaper kills. So who did this? More dead?
Death to the nobles!
What is this?
Revolution! It's time for our oppressors to fall. The king is in the city, but we have a trap waiting for him.
I hate to question your genius plan, but it seems like a very bad time to depose your king.
What? You're not with us? Then die with our enemies!
Lord Winton, we are thrilled that you have located a surviving regiment of soldiers. With this new force, we can turn the tide and save our city. Your disagreements with the crown are well known, but we are glad you can put them aside in this dangerous time. Long live Westmarch!
I'll take that off your hands.
I need to go back.
You ask who's to blame for this? Or West March, reveling in sin, worshipping.
I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me, but now, it's a relief they didn't have to see all this happen.
We'll rip these brutes to shreds.
I need healing.
I once thought nothing could defeat the army of West March. supple feet.
Mother! Where's Mia?
I snuck her out back. Through the bookcase.
In the alley? There are bandits or worse out there!
We'll have to wait. Kill him!
I thought you abandoned me.
No, dear sister. Never. Come with me now, Mia. Mother will be so happy you're safe.
Personal guard is the best that money can buy. They will save us. I thank you for assisting my guards. You are a true hero. Now, let us depart before more monsters arrive.
found myself.
Good. Where in the burning hells is my order? Why aren't they on the streets, fighting this madness?
Some of my men are pinned down in the courtyard, fighting revenants. Please help me rescue them. Do you know why this is happening? It's madness!
Just get your men to the Survivors' Enclave at the Cathedral as quickly as possible. My knowledge increases. Did you?
repository of bones, commonly called the Plague Tunnels, were originally used to bury Westmarch's indigent. However, when the Plague struck, the city decided the tunnels would serve just as well for plague victims, lest Westmarch become overwhelmed by the ever-increasing piles of the dead.
You dare attack me? Warming up.
Mighty adversary in
Didn't see that coming, did you?
What about you? What brought you to take on the responsibilities of the world?
I found my destiny prophesied in an ancient tome. I couldn't very well turn my back on that, now could I?
The servants of evil are vanquished!
I did not find Malthael on Sanctuary, but I did find humans. Far too many of them. They murder and cheat one another while allowing their brothers to starve. If their true power is ever released, we are all doomed. They have a choice between good and evil, and
That Death Maiden controls the Soul Crucible. Time for her to die.
There is no place for her in our world, so let us help her leave it.
Call the dawn.
Thank you. I knew you would arrive in time to save me.
How could you know that?
I am Miriam Jazia, a seer of the Vetchin people. I foresaw our meeting, but I did not see this horror. I have come to help you. There is one crucible left, and if you destroy that, the maidens will not be able to create more. There is no time to waste. We must be on our way now. Malthael, he's watching you.
I grew disgusted by humanity during my time on Sanctuary. When at last I found Malthael, I was not surprised to learn that he felt the same way. We will cleanse creation of the scourge that is humankind, and when we are finished, the tragic mistake of Anarius will be gone.
You should cease following me and get to the Survivors' Enclave before you're killed.
Nonsense. You'll protect me. And after experiencing what those to see you destroy the final crucible with my own eyes, if I am ever to sleep again. I see you have much guilt over Leah's fate.
You know Leah, do you?
I see the past as well as the future. You must not let it consume you.
Oh, don't worry about me. I'll be fine once I kill Adria.
You shouldn't be so dour. You have much to be joyful about.
Are you mocking me?
I have learned that in terrible situations it is better to laugh than to cry. Perhaps when you have lost as much as I, you will understand.
So, Seer, tell me, does this incessant death and destruction ever reach an end?
Of course it will end, and you will live a long and happy life.
Why do I feel you're lying to me?
Because I was not being entirely truthful. That, and you are as so cherish that will never believe you can be happy and content.
Please. A monstrosity infests my family script, and there's no one to protect it. Thank you, hero. We can all rest now.
I can hear my husband moaning inside his sarcophagus. Please end his suffering. Do not struggle so, my love. This hero. My thanks, hero. Now we may spend eternity together.
To be freed from my torment and have my soul reunited with yours. I can't imagine a more blissful afterlife.
Wait, what is that?
Your eternity ends now. All souls are forfeit to Malthael!
I'm carrying too much. I am returning to town.
She saved my brother at Bastion's Keep.
This will only through submitting to Malthael.
Could it be that the Prophet abandoned us? Why else would his magic fail to protect us while we slept?
We can't answer those questions, but his magic did succeed in keeping you safe.
But my sisters died. Why them and not me?
Fate likes to toy with us. Perhaps you lived for some special reason, but it could just as easily have been luck.
I cannot believe that. There was a reason, and I will find it. The Prophet has foreseen our victory.
There's no easy way to say this, but I have to leave. And I won't be returning.
Very funny.
I'm serious. My brother's imprisoned in Kingsport with no way to defend himself, and I must free him.
I understand your concern, but you will die long before you reach Kingsport if Westmarch falls.
All right. I'll stay for as long as I can, but only because I know how much you need me.
Awful things are happening out in the city. I have faith that you will save us. But Victor has his doubts. I don't think he believes a woman is up to the task.
What nonsense are you spouting, woman? She's more than capable of saving us, and I have just the things she'll need to do the job.
Magnificent.
They will run. When they see us.
I thought that went well.
I must say, it is wonderful to finally meet, though you are skinnier than my visions led me to expect. You just don't take care of yourself. It's always about saving the world first, isn't it?
You know I've never seen her eat.
This graveyard isn't big enough to hold all the dead of Westmarch, even if we save the city.
I think you mean when we save the city. We'll worry about the rest afterward.
Line up.
Where do these creatures even come from?
You are such the artist when it comes to dispatching Death's minions. Don't mind me. I'll just be waiting over here.
was that?
That would be Urzael.
And just who is this Urzael?
Urzael is the angel who commands Malthael's forces in this city. I think you made him angry.
Good. Let's get to the Enclave. I need to see if Tyrael has made any progress. I need to go back.
Look, the sliver is changing.
Malthael is altering the stone in some manner.
Exactly. He's been gathering strength from the souls of Westmarch in order to alter the stone. Yet his purpose still eludes me.
He's killing everyone. What more do you need to know?
If we want to stop him, we must know what he's going to do next.
Urzael has done this to finish collecting the souls of Westmarch.
Urzael. It is well past time for him to die. Where is he?
All I know is that he is in a tower somewhere in the Westmarch Heights, and that he will be quite rude to you. Before you set out to kill him, you should stop by my cart. I can enchant some items for you.
Death comes to all.
What can you tell me about Urzael?
He is Malthael's lieutenant, much the same way that Iswal was mine. He does his master's bidding without question.
Why did Malthael spare you in the tomb of Rakis? Why didn't he take your soul?
I may be mortal, but I am not Nephilim. I have no demon blood in me, and therefore Malthael does not see me as his enemy.
But he thinks that of us? We saved heaven. We killed the lords of hell. Something he was never able to do, I might add.
That is of no consequence. You are half demon to him and therefore on the wrong side of the eternal conflict.
I can see you're still hurting.
I have felt pain before, but nothing like this. It is different being mortal. The pain wears on you.
Welcome to humanity. Do you have any idea why Malthael would want the Black Soul Stone?
I have been thinking on that since our encounter, but every scenario I envision simply doesn't make sense, regardless of what he has become.
Well, whatever his reasons, we know they are not good. How have you held out so long against the Reaper's onslaught?
It has been a brutal task. A lot of good men sacrificed themselves to save us. But even that wasn't enough. If you hadn't shown up when you did, we might already be dead.
Why didn't Tyrael just destroy the Black Soul Stone?
The Black Soul Stone was made by a man, unlike previous Soul Stones. We had no idea what would happen if we destroyed it. It seemed a better idea to hide it away forever. We had no way of knowing that Malthael was watching us the entire time. How could we?
It's too late for blame now. Tell me, when we retrieve the stone, what then? Just hope it doesn't fall into the wrong hands again?
I don't know. But it's better for us to have the stone than Malthael. If we make it that far, we'll worry about what to do next. Can I ask you about Deckard Cain?
He was a wise man, a great scholar. He didn't deserve to die the way he did. If he had lived, who knows how events would have unfolded. Everything would be different.
Could one man make such a difference?
I'd prefer not to speak of this any longer. I have a city to save.
Oh, I can't believe it. My best hammer's gone missing. It couldn't have walked off on its own now, could it, lad?
One of the men needed a hammer. He promised to return it.
Fool boy! I'll never see it again!
I'm sorry, Hadrig.
Get out of my sight.
I don't feel like talking right now. I don't feel like talking right now. I grew up over by the docks. Not the good part of town, but it's what my parents could afford. They died when the plague swept through a few years ago, within hours of each other. Like they had to stay together. I used to hate them for leaving me.
What can you tell me about Urzael?
Well, he seems to have an affinity for fire. I'd watch out for that if I were you.
I guessed as much. Can you tell me anything useful?
Urzael was sent to find Malthael by our friend Tyrael. He blames himself for what Urzael has become. What else can I tell you? I had a vision of death blanketing our world. So I left my people, my family, to come help you.
Leaving your family based simply on a vision must have been a very difficult thing to do.
Nonsense. We veteran often receive visions telling us when it is time to find a new family. I've had many in my life. I still love and miss each and every one of them. Except for Jonah. I never really liked that one.